Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and being with us tonight. I have Joe, or what we call Whoop Joe, with us. Remember, blame all your problems on Joe in 2021. The look he gives me. Guys, we are jumping in here because Joe and I want to wish everybody a happy new year. This is a worldwide fun thing that
wide.
I said wide.
Yeah, prestige worldwide. Sorry.
Oh, you were giving me an echo. I love it. So, Joe and I wanted to jump on and wish everybody a happy new year. We wanted to talk a little bit about what's coming up in 2021 and thank everybody personally for being great people this year and finding ourselves. 2020 might have sucked for a lot of people, but we're here and we're ready to have some fun. So this is the H, an honest conversation about health, hemp, and happiness. And we are here to have fun with teaching people about hemp while also learning about why Joe is amazing. And to be honest,
man, it looks good.
Like Gerald made that, and I love it, man. Like it looks like so good. Like we have other ones that are good, but this one, I think Gerald, like I'm thoroughly impressed. But so you and I were talking about how back and forth about how we hate New Year's resolutions. Tell me, like, okay, jump in, Joe.
I mean, hate's a strong word, right? But I do have to say I do hate New Year's resolutions. And the reason being is it's never like you don't need a specific date to start something new to better yourself as a human being, right? Like I understand maybe the date's convenient as far as like memorizing something. Maybe like for example, I gave up alcohol almost 7 years ago. So like January 1st is my 7th year. So like for me, I did that on that day for more of a day remembrance. But like as far as like working out goals go, maybe eating healthier goals, being more positive of a person, whatever it may be, you can start that tomorrow, the next day, next week. You don't have to wait for a specific holiday. And that's kind of why I really don't like them is it sets people up for failure. They're already procrastinating their goal until that specific day. And I think that's why you see so many people, make it halfway through the month and then they're like, screw it. Like, I'm going to eat ice cream. I'm going to my, having my normal coffee instead of eat a healthier coffee. And they're back at it. And of course, there's always going to be a small percentage of people that they really meant what they said and they're going to stick to it. And, back when I gave up alcohol, I wasn't the guy I am now. And so I'm really glad I stuck to it.
Oh, well, you gave up alcohol, and I think people need to know, like, you admitted to me privately, like, it was a very tough thing at first because you realized, and a lot of people don't know, when you go to find your best you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family members.
A lot of friends, yeah.
Yeah, you and I have talked about drinking, and the truth is, like, when you get out of drinking and you're trying to find a new you because you just don't want to drink all the time, it's really difficult to actually keep the friends you have and keep the people you have around you.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like when you stop drinking, all of a sudden people don't think you're fun anymore, like you can't hang out. And it really stuck for me because like I made a really strong attempt because I knew I was going to stop drinking on New Year's. So like a couple months before that, I already was slowing down quite a bit. Like I'd have like 2 drinks a night instead of like partying hard. But I still made an effort to see those people, hang out with them. And of course it wasn't as fun for me. Like my tolerance level pretty much sober, lightly buzz is much different than buzz dealing with people that are drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just sitting at a bar with nothing to do, too. I mean, a lot of times, luckily, we shot billiards or threw darts, but if you went to a bar that was just a bar, like it wasn't fun for me. I'm not a big sports guy, so I'm not going to zone out on the sports on the TV. And eventually the conversations go from good with your friends to they're sloppy drunk, and it's like okay, So you just learn you don't want to be around it. So it was difficult, but I don't regret it, not one bit, and I don't regret losing those friends because they showed me who they are around 2 a.m. When they get drunk. So I figured it out.
I think that's a great way of putting it because like it's. If we look at things like in our lives as people, oh, they're being removed from my life and oh, this and that and stuff. No, the people that pull themselves away, let them go. That means they're not leveling up to you. Like exactly. You want to take that next step for you. Take that next step because you're amazing. Take that next step because you know what? You're worth it. And at the end of the day, guys, this New Year's coming up and everybody gets excited for this, but I hate New Year's as well. Like, I'm with Joe. Like, it's not me being like negative or anything, but like the truth is, when you at New Year's, when you actually set that goal, why do 78% of people fail their New Year's resolution before the 12th of January? Because they really didn't want to take it seriously. Well, guess what? We're here to tell you that we want to be different. I don't want to be a company that talks about being calm, balanced, and delighted. I don't want to be a company that has an H, honest conversation, unless my crew is going to fucking be there for you no matter what. And everybody that works for me, everybody that knows me, everybody that supports me, and I love you all so much. Like, I am honored by the people that stand up for me and love me with the way they do. But in 2021, I want to create that community. I want it to be where those people that are good fucking people like me, excuse my language, I only get 2 every episode and I used them both.
You're
Huh?
You're on 3.
No, I censored your name. I said, Joe.
I think you let one slip out between those two, but it's okay.
Knowing the way I talk, I probably let 2 slip out. But like, in all honesty, like, I want to create a community. I want to be different. I want to be better. I want to help people more. And the truth is, we can't do it alone. So in 2021, we want to build a community together. We're using the H to actually not just introduce people about hemp, but teach people about cooking. We're having people learn about other things. I have a whole network of influencers ready to start working with things and doing things to influence your life. If you want to change your life and you want to really take 2021 seriously, because 2020 blew, then guess what? We're putting a community together that we want you to be a part of. Jump in. We have yoga.
Well, Brandon, when you said too, like, what was it, the 12th? The date, 80%, right?
Yeah, 80%.
Is that the date you said? Was the 12th? I mean, I think another big problem is not only are people procrastinating that goal or that dream or that objective, right? They don't prepare for it. So they go, okay, I'm going to start hitting the gym hard January 1st. Well, that's great. They show up to the gym. They don't have any gym wear. They don't have any shoes. They didn't do anything nutritional in their house to get ready. They saw pop all over. They saw, bad carbs and fats and sugars all over. Well, so they're not used to burning calories, right? So when they're done eating, I'll never forget this. When I started fighting and doing jiu-jitsu, I got done like a 2-hour workout. I would come home starving. And after like a month or 2, and I'm eating unhealthy, I'm just eating what's around the house. And I started asking the guys jiu-jitsu, I'm like, hey, do you guys get like really, really hungry after we fight and we roll and we spar? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, they're like, because you're burning the calories. I was only a 19-year-old kid, so I'm learning. And they're like, yeah, you're burning all the calories, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, what do you guys eat? They're like an apple or an orange or, a piece of chicken. I'm like, I'm good. I'm pounding a Baconator and some fries. I was like, well, and but I made that adjustment, and like right after high school, I wanted to lose some weight, and I lost 40 pounds in 2.5 months. And it took the desire to learn. It took the persistence of keep going. There's a process, and anybody that's taken any type of fitness or at least attempted to do it for a period of time, you have to trust in that process to get your goals. Yeah, right. Do you love the Baconator? It's a good cheat meal.
So that's Kitty. You've heard me talk about her.
Yeah, I know. I met Kitty. Yeah,
girl. I have to congratulate her. I did not get to see her tonight because I wasn't going to be at Harry Buffalo. We've been dealing with a lot of COVID people, and I just don't want to be out in public and risk it for anybody. And like you had COVID, and I've actually said on the show, yeah, there's no denying that. But Kelly, I wanted to celebrate with because she just bought a first house, and I'm so. So Kelly, I love you. I am so absolutely happy for you. I absolutely couldn't be more ecstatic. I'm excited to move in.
Did she go to the shed yet?
She wouldn't put me in the shed. She's dating somebody that she really is into right now, and I love that. Wait, what?
So you'll be in the shed.
Yeah, like I love you too. I absolutely would sleep in her shed, and both 4 bedrooms. Joe, you can move in too.
The whole light team's coming.
I wouldn't do that to her. She'd kill me if we did that. Kelly,
so
what is going to be your New Year's resolution? How are you going to do find your best Kelly, best Kitty? I will not be in the shed. I love her. So how are you setting a goal for she's in this now. Do you want to jump in the call? I can send you this link and I will put you in and you can have fun with us. If you say yes, I will start sending people the link through Instagram or through Facebook, and you can jump on and talk about New Year's and why you hate New Year's or what you love about New Year's or what you're going to miss. What's up, Nate? Doolittle! I haven't talked to you in years. I love it. Yeah, I hate New Year's resolutions.
Oh, no.
What? My ADD kicked in?
No,
Nathan,
no,
I'm so glad to see you, bro. Thank you for chiming in. Kelly, I hate New Year's resolutions. The main reason we're on today is because a lot of people do, because so many people fail over there. They don't prepare themselves. Like, how many people set a goal of saying, oh, I'm going to run a marathon, and then they've not even ever bought the right tennis shoes for their feet because they don't know what they're doing? Like, if you want to change you, January 1st is that thing for starting new. That's why you hear about people wanting to set New Year's resolutions. I just want to be a vessel to helping people find their best them. I'm not saying I have the answers, but at least I'm willing to go fight to find answers with people to get the best out of me, to be able to share those with you. Joe is a complete and utter asshole at times, but at the end of the day, Joe is honestly one of the greatest guys on this earth, and that's why he lets everybody blame him. You can do every day. Marina! Marina! I love you so much.
I have headphones, Brandon.
Take them off. I'm loud, and you know that. Like, yeah, watch how loud I am. Nathan, it's great seeing you, buddy. Send me a message. I want to schedule a coffee. Joe, you are awesome. See, the people that have met you know how awesome you are.
Thank you again, Kelly.
Look at her defend you. Marina, I am so happy to see you. I have been watching your kids. I secretly Facebook stalk you, and I want you to know how much I love seeing your kids grow. It's great to see. Most people know I secretly stalk. Like, I stalk a lot of people's Facebook just to see how my friends are doing. I don't have any exes on there. They all hate me.
Is that like a common? Is that like a common thing? Because I don't have it. So is that like a lot of people do that?
Like, stalk each other on social media?
Curious.
So, like, you have people
like low key. Is that like a thing
that love you on social media?
No, is that like a thing that like people like
your internet? Yes, it is a thing. It's people will go on and literally like
each other.
Like, yeah, I'm here, buddy. So Kitty will go on social media, and instead of like posting something every day like a lot of people do, she goes and sees all her friends and all that. Where Marina put stuff about her kids, and I don't put as much up on there. Everybody thinks I post a lot, but the truth is, if I don't do these lives, I don't really talk to many people, and I kind of just post about my company. But the truth is, I want to help people. Like, I love seeing people find the best them. I love it. I love you, man. I check up on you too. You have kids now, Nathan. Joe's sitting here. He's like, God, I wish Brandon was like not as talkative as he is.
I mean, we're just reliving the Nam days. I got it. that counts. That's
see, 3 or 4. Wait a minute. Check this out. Right away, what does Kelly say? Great, you can help me move. I love that. Like, and no, I won't call him an asshole anymore. I will be nice. Guys, I am so grateful that everybody tuning in right now. We're talking New Year's resolutions. If you are setting up a New Year's resolution, please type it in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're going for, what you're doing. If you're not doing a resolution, tell us what you do for you, for the best you in 2021, and like what you really want for you, whether that's learning how to do a diet, learn a new language, learn to blame Joe for everything in your life, whatever it may be.
That's not good. That means you won't make your goal. That's procrastination. That's not good.
Oh my God. So like Marina and I worked on a program together back in the day and helped kids with run and exercise and learn health and wellness. And I have to be honest, she and I were absolutely just having a ball, just always picking on each other. She got married, and this is the coolest part. She is one of 5 couples I've gotten to marry. And I have to be honest, Marina, I felt like I was so nervous for yours that I just went straight through it, and I was embarrassed afterwards. But the truth is, I am still honored I got to marry you and your husband. Like, that was so great. Now you guys have 2 kids. It's awesome. And yes, Kitty, I will help you move. I already knew that. And anybody else that wants to jump on helping Kitty move, she has a 4-bedroom house now that we're all moving into. If you do construction, we'll fix up the basement. I love it. But Joe, New
Yep.
Year's, talk to me. What are you thinking for your New Year's resolution that you want to do, even though we both hate them? What are you going to do for Joe?
Well, since I'm not really a big fan of the whole New Year's resolution thing, my goal for 2021, I think, is to go get away from being a realist. I mean, that's how I've been my whole life. It's not that it's a bad thing, but I want to become a little more optimistic and just focus on positivity and continue self-development. I mean, like that's a big thing for me. I don't want to set financial goals or things like that. I think it's really important to set goals that are within your control and your power, because if you don't accomplish them, you can only blame yourself. You can't blame like outer events of life for those things. So, I want to keep it, ironically, I want to keep the goal realistic, but I also want to keep a goal that I know I'm going to enjoy.
I love it. Gretchen, it's so good to see you on here. I haven't talked to you in a while. I saw you invited me to something. I'm going to check that out this weekend. I was planning on going back through everybody's invites. Try to pick a word and focus on it for the year. I picked serve, how I can serve others, finding the people and things that best serve me and my family. I think that is a phenomenal thing. I know you have your twins. I think it is amazing that you're doing that, bringing your kids up like that. Yes, I agree with you 100%. And then Nathan, I love this. My resolution is to try to be a better me. Bro, I 100% know how you are. You are one of the few people that I could actually say in my life I met that I saw the genuineness in, and you were an amazing individual. And you and I weren't like best friends or anything, but like you had an open heart and saw the best in others. So finding the best you, a better you, take time to build yourself up this year. And anytime you question anything about yourself, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to be able to just say, hey, brother, you are an amazing individual, and I'm thankful for you, because truly you're just a good guy, Nathan, and I want you to be able to hit your goals and be the best you. I mean it. You're welcome. And then I see Samantha. It is so good to see you. She joins in on the morning
John
show all
wins.
the time. What's that?
John wins. Hi, Samantha, as well, but I like John's goal. He wins.
So let's have some fun. So John says he wants to be more like Deadpool in 2021. So I actually have another thing that I do with like interviews like this, where I interview Tony Robbins' mentor, Brett Gordon. And he is one of the most fun people. Joe's met him. We've never met in person. But we started a podcast that we're releasing in January called One Square at a Time. It is about playing the game of chess and including in life. So we take the leadership perspective of a king only being able to move one square at a time and leading his team out and being able to focus on victory. What I love is Brett took it to the next level with creativity, and every episode we take a superhero, and Deadpool was our superhero last week, and we talk about his superpower that maybe people don't realize and turn it into something you'd see in your everyday life so you can have it as a tool belt, something to help you always pull the best you, just finding your superhero. It's kind of funny. That's why you said do it Deadpool. I love it.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
It was. Samantha, I am glad you are here. John, I'm glad you're here. Guys, this year's going to be a fun year. 2021, we have a lot that we're going to be bringing along. We have new things happening. Has anybody ever wanted to learn sign language? I actually have a very good friend going to be helping teach sign language to people. You can sign up for classes because 2020 had a lot of, like, we have to go online and be stuck, like, doing digital like this. So I got tired of it not being able to connect with people. So I'm going lives now and I'm talking to people, and I'm just grateful you're all here. And this next year, I want to help people find their best them. So let me know what your New Year's resolution is. Finding a better you, like Nathan said, we're here for that. Like, let's talk diet. Let's talk exercise. Let's talk who you are and what you're doing to get the best you. Joe, what is your biggest thing? Yes, sir. What is your biggest thing you are looking forward to in 2021?
Honestly, one thing I try to get away from is focusing on the future so much and be more in the present. over the last couple of years. So like, I'm not looking forward to like anything in particular. I just think a good fresh year. The world needs one, just a fresh year. And I'm not going to put all my eggs in this year's going to be fantastic basket, because that's a false hope I feel like too many people are buying into. I think 2022 is going to be the party year and the real good year. But, we have to put in work in 2021 as a nation, as a state, city, all the way around the world to make that 2022 a reality. So I feel like if we all focus on just being a little kinder and better to people and a little more empathetic and focusing on our goals and helping others, 2022, I don't see why it can't be a great year. So I think 2021's importance is going to be building the building blocks for a better future after COVID.
I agree. I think that this year we have a chance to, after this last year that we've had, setting the foundations of a lot of things people aren't used to. Mental health illness is higher than it's ever been. Suicides are higher than they've been in like history of knowledge of suicides, higher than they've ever had. They're seeing people like have breakdowns. We're seeing domestic violence on the rise, and people are confused and angry all at the same time. And right now, I love that people are seeing that the foundation of anger and all that was there, but we found the people that actually are there for us because we all went through it and people like disappeared from our lives. And now we're building this up to be able to have a 2021 to set standards for ourselves to change, build, and grow the best us. And I just am truly excited and grateful that we're here. Joe, in 2021, we will be coming on here every week at 6 o'clock every Wednesday. Sure. And Harry Buffalo Painesville right now is out there, and they are looking at doing a whole bunch of things with teaching us a quick recipe to having it be I love that. That's what we're here for. We want to be able to hear how you're going to do that. And Samantha, that's a tough goal, just so you know. My resolution to find myself again and achieve my happiness. Remember, happiness is a choice in the moment. And I could easily, through a lot of different things in life, find ways to complain about a lot of things. But seeing the outcome later and why it ended up being what it was supposed to be in the good is always finding the good after that. That's being in the moment and getting the best you out of each one. So take that moment and just take it and find the best you, because that's the best way you build it, is take it one step at a time. Don't look at the end outcome, one step at a time. But Harry Buffalo is going to be doing a whole bunch with us this next year. We're going to be recording commercials. I was out there today for a couple hours speaking with the owner, Mr. Brock. He is a stand-up dude. I recommend going out there, guys. They have drink specials. Today is $2 off your burger, even if you get a bison burger. That's Joe's favorite thing. I dove into chicken nachos and the wrap. What's that called? The
Buffalo chicken wrap. That one's pretty good.
No, but the like egg roll. Buffalo chicken egg roll. You know what, Joe? I have one thing to say to you.
I'm getting.
That's right, buddy.
I'm getting you Rosetta Stone for 2021.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
English one, not another language. English. Or Hooked on Phonics.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me. Actually, it didn't. It was
for me neither.
What about Progressive?
That book gave me nightmares.
I have a few things to brag about.
Oh, Sarah's got bragging rights right now, apparently. So Sarah, my fiance, has walked in behind me, and instead of beating me like usual, she's decided to show me. Never mind.
I don't think that hurt.
I wasn't expecting her to actually hit right on the bald spot. The whole top of the head.
Okay.
All right.
So remember when you said that I couldn't glue this?
I didn't think you'd be able to. Did you fix it?
Be very gentle with it and.
All right. Do you know what this is, Joe?
Like I said,
that would be your tripod gift.
Well, yes, but it also is
It makes him pretty.
Selfie stick.
So he's a basic bitch now, officially.
Oh, now?
Yep.
That's nice.
Oh,
very bright.
We have like other people. John Burrington?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, John. We love John. John knew me when I was like prepubescent.
How's that? Do I look brighter?
Yeah, there's also a stick in front of your camera.
Oh shit.
So many jokes, so little time. Also,
That's funny. But here's the fun thing my parents didn't realize they got with me is stop laughing at me. They I
Contagious.
can't help it. What's this?
from my mommy.
Aw, Wendy Cran, thank you so much.
And since we're live,
It actually is pretty cool. Do you see my snowflake?
gifts
You are
from Mama Wags. That's for you, and these are for me.
Okay, oh, money, my favorite present!
To Sarah from Wags. Thank you.
Is it money?
Maybe. To Sarah from Santa.
Uh-oh, Santa.
Thank you, Santa.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Wendy.
Oh. And dinner for Brandon.
Oh,
Also known as what Sarah was eating while drinking wine with the girls this afternoon at the Wags holiday party.
Why doesn't it stay on?
Because you didn't say pretty please?
Stay on.
That one was not my fault.
Probably
All
not.
I did was touch the leg.
Now am I brighter? Oh, my eyes look so pretty there.
You're supposed to put it behind, babe.
I'm supposed to put behind there. I'm sorry,
Now
Joe.
you're
Wait, no.
glistening snowflake.
I'm glistening. I look so handsome right now. I'm very proud of me. So Sarah, what is your New Year's resolution?
Oh, who got you though? I wish you a Happy New Year card.
Lissy.
Lissy made you a card?
Lissy made me a Happy New Year card and then turned around. You ready?
That's
That's
adorable.
awesome.
Okay.
I like it.
So I'm gonna be really honest. I suck at New Year's resolutions because
Kitty said I could move in with her. She bought a house.
Okay, take him, Kitty.
She already said, please. Joe's moving in too, apparently now. I'm so good at negotiations. Do you see my crotch?
Okay, my New Year's resolution is to have Brandon move in with Kitty. Achieved.
I'm so good at this. I wonder what would happen if I put this over here. Is the pole in the way? Damn it, the pole's in the way.
It's sort of like having a pet.
I just wanted to try
he's
something
much
new.
Cuter.
Yeah. So
And he cleans.
I do clean. All right, so buddy, we're talking New Year's resolution. Ow. We're talking New Year's resolutions, and Sarah's New Year's resolution is to get rid of me and have me move in with Kitty, and she says meow. I would like to point that out really quick. She said sold. Yes, I'm out. I mean,
Bye. All right, now that we're rid of him, now what do you want to talk about?
Well, that's 1 year's resolution achieved before the 12th and the 80% off drop off. So that's probably the fastest one ever achieved. So does anybody else in the chat kind of have like an interesting New Year's resolution, or maybe not so much a resolution, just some stuff they want to accomplish in their life moving into 2021? I think that's kind of a better way to look at it anyway, is just things you want to get done in the year rather than like goals and resolutions, you know?
I agree. I think setting actual expectations, like don't say I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Say you're going to do something for yourself that maybe you don't usually do, like wake up 10 minutes earlier, drink a glass of water, and stretch. That's an attainable goal. You know, like for me, I know that meditation is a huge help for me. I know how much I love it. I know how much I feel different throughout the day. Oh, thank you, Fernando. You're so sexy yourself, my friend. Joe's like, I hate when
I'm
Brandon
so glad when people make your head bigger. It's just great.
Well, Peyton, this is a great comment. Peyton, people set goals and they never accomplish them. That is 100% cool. Wait, what?
I said, right, Peyton?
No, this is not Hillis, Peyton Weiss.
Yeah, I can
So,
read.
what did Sarah call him? Like Twinkerbell or what? Giggles.
Yeah, no, he is. Yes.
So Giggles there, he's right. People do set these goals, but they set themselves up for failure because they set goals and then they think because they don't run a mile their first day out at the gym.
There it is. That's what I was waiting for. He knew it.
There it
It's all right,
was.
Peyton. We still
He
love you.
baited you. Aw, thank you, Sherry
Thanks, Sherry.
McQueen. I shouldn't have put that on the screen, see if Joe wouldn't have seen it or not.
I seen it before you got to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, you know, fuck Joe.
Those young eyes. Yeah.
Fernando says set realistic goals, and Fernando and I are talk because he's helped with the morning show. He's a part of the Morning Brew stuff and Sunny Von Cleveland, and I'm very grateful for him being there. Set realistic goals that are achievable, otherwise you'll get discouraged when you don't achieve them. 100% right. Don't set out to be a professional bodybuilder and then find out that the first day out your muscles hurt and you're mad that you can't lift 100 pounds. Guess what? You have to start somewhere. You don't just walk up and are able to lift up 600 pounds. You have to be able to start with a realistic goal. Joe and I talk all the time about realistic goals for business. So instead of me saying, oh, we're going to be nationwide by the end of next month, it's no, we are going to be nationwide, sell digitally, but if we focus on where we can grow and the best sales strategy of who we're targeting, it grows better. Set realistic goals instead of fake things that you don't think are going to happen.
Thanks, Peyton.
Thank you, Peyton. He's got to go. Happy New Year, buddy. Excited to see what 2021 brings. It's a blessing to see you in my life, man. I love having you here.
Take care, buddy.
Yep. But for you and I, man, it's setting realistic goals. Like, we want people to be able to be the best them, but like, don't try to set yourself up for failure.
Well, absolutely. And it's like I mentioned before when we first went live, and I know we went on a little later today, unfortunately, so everyone was tuning in slightly behind. But people don't take into effect the preparation for their resolution or goal they set. It's like it was hard enough for them to come up with a goal or resolution, and then they do, and that's great. And but then they don't get the gym shoes, or they don't have the food, or maybe if it's like an arts and crafts goal, like they want to get construction or like open up their own Etsy, they're not getting the right materials, and then they're wondering why a week in that they're failing and getting discouraged. They didn't even have the proper tools to accomplish the job, and then they start anyway. And that's kind of, I think, a big problem for a lot of people is they don't do the research and look into what the goal is going to take before they even attempt it.
I agree. And then you have the issues of people that don't understand like the goals they have to set for themselves. Like, you don't say you're going to be someone that's going to build a whole like studio and you've never done any construction whatsoever. You don't say you're going to build like a house and then not know how to like do plumbing. So
that's when
right.
You know what the dummies book, like my dad did.
Just because of that.
Well, no, and I agree with Sherry too, and it's funny because I always say it too. I say baby steps, but it's important. You have to be able to walk before you can run. So and that transfers a lot in life, especially if you're picking up a new hobby or getting into some fitness, or maybe you really want to become like a good cook. Like, you're not going to make some of the crazy stuff you see on TV right away, and if you do, it's probably not going to look the same or taste as good.
I agree. And I think that people don't realize that those baby steps are actually really essential, because if you take those baby steps and you do it one at a time, you're going to see a difference. You're going to notice who you are better. You're going to see more joyous moments too, because you're in the moment by taking that baby step instead of thinking, well, I still have 10 more steps to go. No, like, you're going to be proud of yourself.
And I think baby steps is a good example of persistent action. It's constantly doing the process towards your goal, whatever it may be. And consistent action is what it takes. And honestly, hard work is what it takes. And that's why when people set New Year's resolution goals, they just do it to feel better. And when they talk to their family and friends, they can feel a part of that. But if you were really willing to do the work, you would already be doing it. You don't need a goal. You don't need a resolution. You would already be started. And that's kind of my thing.
And I think that people need to be able to be accountable for one another too. Like, if you say, like, if I tell Joe I really want to get in better shape and have a better diet, I told him that in confidence as a friend and a coworker to be able to actually take it seriously and work out with me, like push me to that next thing, show me, like, if I'm going to say I want to eat better, what do I need to do? And like having that support system for you is essential. So making sure that you take your time to actually fill yourself up, take yourself to be able to do the best you, and make sure you're able to surround yourself with people who uplift you.
Speaking of which, Brandon, when did you have McDonald's?
So I had it once
Nope,
in
just answer
2020.
the question. Okay,
Like 2
so
weeks
because of that, you can maybe have it again in 2022 since you lost the bet. That was the bet, right? Or challenge, as you like to say. You want to be challenged. So since you came up
I
short,
made it all the way to the last few weeks.
as Vin Diesel will say, any real racer will tell you, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile, a win's a win. So you didn't win. Enjoy McDonald's in 2022 for Brandon. Everybody, no one let him eat McDonald's. If you see it, contact Joe and let me know.
Shit, man, you just put the stress on me on that one. Freak me
I've been
out.
saving it. As soon as you told me that you did that, which I appreciate the honesty. I mean, I kind of caught you as well, but I appreciate the honesty. And
Apparently, honesty is not good for me. I be honest everywhere I go, and it either gets me taken advantage of or arrested. Like, that's what happens.
well, honesty doesn't burn calories, Brandon. So unfortunately, no McDonald's for you in 2021. No golden arches.
No golden arches. Last time I got my golden arches, never mind. We're not going to go with that joke. Yeah, I saw that smile. Joe, we're going to take it out from here. We're about 36 minutes in. We were only coming in for a half hour. And everybody, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. So many great people said hello. 2021 is going to be a great year, guys. Like, I don't care what people say to you. I don't care what people do. Turn around and look them in the eyes and say, nope, it's been great for me. Don't let people get to you. Joe, give everybody an inspiring word for 2021.
Persistence. I'm going to keep it simple because I feel like that's what it takes to achieve goals, and that's what we're talking about. So whatever all of you choose to do, whether it be big or small, be persistent with it and just don't quit. And I'll make it that simple. And those few words, so they ripple a long way. So I wish all of you luck in achieving your goals and a happy, healthy year for you and your families from young to old. And don't let Brandon eat McDonald's. I'm signing off on that.
So, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year coming up. We're less than 36 hours away. And guess what? I think everybody can find something to complain about in 2020. Yep. Sherry said it best. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
That's
Happy
not what it
New
says.
Keep it simple, sweetheart. Thank you, Joe, for being able to read.
Nice Freudian slip.
Well, that's how I was taught, Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. So when I saw keep it simple, I just kind of went with it. But in all honesty, guys, I'm very grateful for everybody that's on here, everybody that's playing, everybody that's commenting. I'm blessed to have all the people in my life that I do that care so much, and I'm very grateful for you guys. In 2021, I'd like things to get back to normal. I'd like to be able to get out there. I am labeled Uncle B by so many friends that have kids. I want to be able to go see your kids and come give you guys hugs. 2020 was the year of the least amount of hugs I've ever given, and I only know that because I love hugging people. So in 2021, I want to be able to catch up with people. I want to be able to help people, and I want people to be able to find their best them. Guys, my company is not just CBD. That's just what helps build it. We are a community. We are a team of people who want to help people find their best them through mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, exercise, and diet. Like, seriously, we want to help people. So this is the H, an honest conversation about health, hemp, and happiness. And Joe, do you have any final words?
Everyone just have a fun, safe New Year and do the best you can. And, just follow some guidelines, keep safe. And then the following one, you could go crazy.